Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? I hope everyone is fine and good in their lives and routine. What's up guys? Today I'm here with new palettes, new review, new demos, and yeah, new. Guys, I had this Mcgrath palette for a long time. I will write down that link where I did the review of this palette as well, so you guys can see that how this palette works on eyes. Amazing palette, no doubt. Mcgrath at the moment, it's most expensive palette like Natasha Denona, and they are amazing shadows, highly pigmented and highly amazing shadows in there. Recently I saw the launch on Stila palette. There is a palette. This palette is like looks like a Mcgrath palettes. It's quite heavy. It's not like a very lightweight. It's quite heavyweight palette. And this one Stila one is it's also total net weight. It's 0.80 ounce and altogether 22.8 gram. There is 12 shadows in it, and 4 glitters, 2 metallics, and 6 matte shades in it. Sorry guys, sometimes I have to. So yeah, here's the Stila palette. Looks like it's like quite like they make quite similar like a Mcgrath palette. You guys can see the Mcgrath palette is also very luxurious, very heavy palette, and it's have a total net weight. What is it? No, they didn't mention the total net weight of the palette or each shade. I can't say that because there is nothing right down, but both palettes made in USA. Both palette made in USA. I'm very sorry I can't tell you the amount of the shadows, but you guys can see that there is a pan and there is the Stila pans. I wanna show you. I can see that Mcgrath pans are quite a little bigger than Stila, but there you guys can see that. Both palette size are same. Both palette size are same. So yeah, but yeah, one thing I want to mention that this palette long lasting 18 months and this palette is for 24 months. And yeah guys, I will do the comparison like between in my both eyes. I'll use each side, one Stila side and one Mcgrath side, so you guys will see that how these shades comes in my eyes, how these shades gonna walk, like chunky, glittery, or fallouts, what's gonna happen. You guys will see that, and I'm not gonna blabbing too much. Let's see that how these shadows, these eyeshadows palettes walk in my eyes, and what's on my final thought, what I'm thinking about these, whether you should buy or not. So for that, let's start it. My left side, Mcgrath transition, a light brown shade, which is I'm going to use as a transition shade. Which is, I think it's might match. This one is on my right side, which is I'm doing it Stila. So as you guys can see that the Stila side, it's like a cool tone transition shade, and the Mcgrath side, it's like a warm tone transition shade. So yeah, there is a lot of difference, not like any similarity with both of them. So now I'm gonna take my other shade, which is from Mcgrath. I'm gonna take this and use this in my outer corner. purple, but I don't think so that the both purple are the same tone. But let's see that. You guys can see that this purple is not comes out that much pigmented, which is I am expecting. But this one looks so pretty, so beautiful. There is nothing, no patchy. But this purple is very, very patchy. So I'm gonna apply it again. Look at the Stila side, there is a lot of fallout on the Stila side, but the Mcgrath side, there is none. There is no fallout with the Mcgrath side. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply the shade, which is I want to do on my crease, where I applied the cut crease. I'm gonna use the Mcgrath shade here. Okay, so now on my right side I'm going to use the Stila shade. Stila one is also glitter shade, but let's see how this shade comes in my eyes. So here's the complete look. You guys can see that there is a lot difference between both palettes, between my both eyes. This one is look like a cool tone glittery eyes, and this one is like a warm tone, but it's like a soft version side. I use the cut crease in my cut crease glitter shade, which is from Urban Decay. It's a shade called Starfire. I use this for my both eyes. And for the lashes I'm using at the moment, it's Huda Beauty Samantha lashes number 7. I like these lashes. These are really nice. And on my lips I'm wearing right now, it's new. I bought this new because Pretty Vulgar, I didn't bought that brand before, but this is the first time I'm wearing. I quite like this shade. It's so pretty, so beautiful, like a orangey, reddish and metallic shade. The shade I'm wearing, it's 103. It's Pretty Vulgar. I bought this from Beautyway. If you are interested, so you can go and buy this. I will write down that link in the description box below. Okay guys, so now come to the palettes. The Mcgrath palette. So you guys can see that it comes very softly, very beautifully, easy to blend. There is no fallout, nothing wrong with that. I don't have any complaint about it. But this side, Stila side, shades are really nice. I am not saying that Stila palette is totally flop or totally fail, except one shade which is I don't like in this palette. I think it's called Tomorrow Tale. I don't like this shade. Only this shade, it's so chunky and it's so patchy. It's not comes out that much nicely, which is I am expected from Stila palette, because Stila glitters are amazing. There is no doubt that in the beauty community or in the makeup line there is any other glitter comes that much nicely like Stila ones. But this palette, all are the shades are very nice, very beautiful. I'm not saying that the shades are not pigmented as they should be, but only one shade. And yeah, it looked like this is the warm palette, but it's not like, it's more like a cool tone palette. And it's have some glittery shades, like a summery shade as well, which is, I can say that this pinkish purple glitter shade, this green shade. These two are glitter shade in this palette, and this white shade is also glitter, and there is a 4 glitter shade which is, and 1 glitter in my eyes. I love this glitter shade which is I applied in my lips. See that these 3 glitter shades from Stila, and there is some different shades in this palette. For my final thought, this one is like £120 palette. Sorry about that, £120 palette, but it's worth it, guys, because it's so pretty, so beautiful. If you guys want to buy one palette and you guys want that till long time, and you want that the palette which is give you everything, and it's like no waste of money. So I think Mcgrath is really nice palette, and it's available at the moment in Selfridges UK as well. I will write down that link in the description box below, where you can go and find that Mcgrath in UK as well, so you don't need to order it from US and you need to pay custom charges and shipping, all that. You can buy this on Selfridges with free delivery. And the Stila one is also, I really like this palette. I am not saying that this palette is not good. If you can, this palette is not, obviously it's not like a very cheap palette. It's also £43 palette. It's also expensive, but it's over expensive, and it's expensive, you guys can say that. The Stila one, I like it. It's obviously, if you guys can make a workout with the palette, so it's nice. It's amazing palette if you can work out with the palette. And if you are like a one-time buyer and you want the palette which is go on long time and you don't regret to waste your money, so I think Mcgrath, I would recommend that. Collect your money, save your money, and once you have that much money, so you can buy it on sales or on online, whenever you are comfortable. So that's all. That was my final thoughts and review. It's up to you guys. I just want to mention that what is the difference between both palettes, and whether we should buy Stila one or whether we should buy the Mcgrath one. It's up to you. I show you how it comes on, and I love both. I love both because I bought them. I used Mcgrath a lot of time, and Stila, obviously I will use that more. So I will see that how this palette will come on, or how this palette will work. So yeah, that's it from this video, guys. I hope that you guys like it. If you guys like it, then please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.